Yeah.
Let's go back for a second. We didn't get your prediction on Crawford Spence. Let's start with you, Dean. I know you said we talked off air. You felt like that Crawford was tailor made for Spence. Why?
Do you know, I think that, like I was just talking to you a little bit a while ago, old school fighters like Tim with the Spoon, myself and whatnot, and Tommy Hearns, Lai Holmes, or the Mike Tyson, all these fighters, they come in the ring to hurt you, okay? Old school fighter, you cause damage, there's a risk that comes to that. So if you're gonna want to inflict damage, you have to be willing to take damage too. You know what I'm saying? It comes to the game. Breaking Bones business. But Earl Spence being an old school fighter, like the Charlo brothers, I consider them old school fighters. Canelo, old school fighter. I mean, he's breaking people's, he's fracturing people's cheekbone and whatnot. So Canelo's coming in there to hurt you. That's the kind of old school fighter. Charlo brothers, every time they fight, they want to take your head off. Tyson Fury now, he become not just a boxer, but he's a killer. Like he's going to try to knock you out. So with Earl Spence, I think that Earl Spence is more willing to stand in the trench and stand his ground and throw those hard punches. Where I think that Crawford's going to try to shoulder roll and try to get slick with him. He'll do his thing for a minute, but I just think that Earl Spence is a little bit too strong for Crawford. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, well, I think this is the problem. I think with today's boxers, I think the fights even up because they both lack defense. A lot of boxers today they lack in defense, and I seen both of them fight, and I seen both of them get hit. I didn't see that much defense with neither one, so that's the reason why I know what you were saying, Dean. But nowadays they don't have defense. They don't have it. They don't have defense. Both of them were throwing punches and not coming back on defense. So I'm saying that the fight could go either way. Whoever hit who. Look at the heavyweight. Joshua, Tyson Fury, Dylan White. Every one of them hit the canvas. When we was fighting, not that many of the guys hit the canvas. You know what I'm saying? Remember, look, all those top heavyweights went down. There's no defense being taught to these guys, no countering when they throw a punch. If you look, the proof is in the pudding. You tell me how many. Joshua went down, White went down, Tyson Fury went down.
Wow,
Joshua, but they all went down. So that means something. There's a lot of the old school stuff that's not being taught to these guys.
So just so I'm clear, Dean, you favor Spence, right?
Spence.
And Tim, you're kind of
either way.
You're on the fence. Either
way, because I watched both of them, and both of them lack defense. Both of them, you don't see them. You see sometimes they keep it here, but when you're engaging, there's a lot of things you have to do. You got to come back on D, and then you feel something, you got to counter back. You got to there's other ways, different ways of doing defense. That's what I see. The person that's not going to really be good in defense is going to lose. The one that has, that's my opinion.
It's a 50-50 fight.
I just think that Spence will neutralize his height and his reach and his range, and I see that with Garcia too. I'm not just picking tall guys because I'm 6'2" myself, but I'm just saying. What I see with those tall guys though is they know how to use their height and their reach very well. They're very effective at doing it, and both guys have really good feet too. Spence, he has good feet, and so does Garcia. So